What an exciting night tonight at UBS Arena for so many different reasons as the Islanders faced off against the Vegas Golden Knights for the second time this season. Unfortunately, this time the Islanders did fall 4-3 in a shootout, but they did not go down without a fight. Now, like I said, tonight was exciting for so many reasons, the first of which being the celebration of Andy Green's 1000th NHL career game. His actual 1000th NHL game was on November 15th, but they honored him tonight at home in front of his wife, mother, and children when they presented him with a silver engraved stick, a painting commemorating some of his best moments so far in the league, and a video from present and former teammates singing his praises and congratulating him on 1,000 games. Now, there was another honor given tonight, and that was to Robin Lehner. Tonight was Lehner's first return to the island since being traded to Vegas. And as we know, Lehner came to the Islanders after getting out of rehab and after being diagnosed as bipolar, where he has been very open about his struggles with both. However, he has also said that the Long Island fan base and team saved his life. And without both of them, he would not be here today. They honored him with a lovely tribute video of his time on the team as he tapped his Long Island tattoo on his neck to show that he will forever be a part of their family, and he is so grateful for his time there. Now, moving into the actual game itself, first period starts off, and it is a sleepy start to this game. There's some really messy passing by both teams. Nothing is really heating up until Jonathan Marchessault scores about 7 minutes into the game, and then things really start to heat up. Both teams are fighting. It seems like they actually want it, especially when Brock Nelson answers the call with a goal of his own with assists from Dobson and Wahlstrom, tying the game at 1-1, where we end the first period that way. Then moving into the second period, it ultimately remains scoreless. However, the Islanders are really aggressive with their control of the puck for at least the first few minutes. There's some really great saves by Lehner, some really great attempts by the Islanders. However, thanks to Lehner and the Knights' defense, the Isles just can't get it in. The real star of this period, however, is Sorokin. He has some incredible saves, especially with about 8 minutes left in the period. Rapid fire at him, and he is making incredible saves that honestly made the score what it was tonight. If he had not made those saves, and if the Islanders' defense had not had his back, it is very, very clear that the score would not have been as close as it was, and it would not have allowed the Islanders to fight to the finish in the way that they did in this game. He was on fire, and the Islanders' defense was too. However, this period, they may not have scored, but it did end with some excitement as Bellows and Pacioretty drop the gloves and each get a 5-minute major for fighting. Then, moving into the third period, there are some great chances for the Islanders, but honestly, they just can't get it in. And then Islander Zdeno Chara gets 2 minutes for tripping as Vegas goes on the power play, and ultimately they are able to capitalize on that power play when Shea Theodore scores with assist from Stevenson and Pacioretty making the score 2-1. But it doesn't take long for the Islanders to answer with a goal of their own as Kiefer Bellows scores with assists by Zach Parise, and then the score is 2-2. The Islanders then score again with Cal Clutterbuck clocking a goal in what is his 900th career NHL game. But Vegas challenges the goal, and ultimately it is declared that the goal was offsides and the score goes back to 2-2. But that does not matter to the Islanders because a minute later they score again to make it 3-2. This time it is Jean-Gabriel Pageau with assists from Wahlstrom and Lee, and that is Wahlstrom's second assist from the night. The Islanders are now up 3-2 with 2:20 left in the game, and they are fighting all the way to the finish. However, the Knights tie it with an absolute stinger from the blue line with 47 seconds left in the game, and that is Shea Theodore's second goal of the night with an assist from Alex Pietrangelo. No one's able to clock it in the next 47 seconds, so we move into overtime. Now, this overtime was exciting. Both defenses were hot. Both teams really had control of their puck. Lehner had some amazing saves, and there was a great effort by the Islanders with a bunch of shots on goal, and I really admire their persistence. It was truly a fight to the finish, and this was a very exciting overtime to see. Now, neither team is able to score in overtime, and we move to the shootout. Shea Theodore, the man from the Knights with 2 goals already tonight, goes first and ends up making it. From there, Beauvillier goes for the Islanders, and he just can't make it in the net, and it bounces off the post. Marchessault then goes for Vegas, and it is stopped by Sorokin, and then Markstrom goes for the Islanders. He's unable to make it in as he just holds on to the puck for a little bit too long and is not able to find an opening. Then, finally, Nicholas Waugh goes for the Knights and is ultimately able to make it in, winning the game for the Knights as the score is 4-3 in the third round of the shootout. Now, as we know, Islanders favorite Matt Barzal is out tonight in COVID protocol where he has been since December 14th. But during the game itself, the NHL announced that all cross-border travel must cease until after the Christmas break, therefore postponing any games that these teams had against Canadian teams for the time being, at least until after Christmas, though we don't know how long it's going to really be. This comes not too long after Islanders coach Barry Trotz made a comment saying that everybody on the Islanders team had received their booster shot, where he then 2 hours later had to backpedal and say that was in fact not true. The entire team has been offered their booster shots, but not all of them have taken it. Like I said, Matthew Barzal and others, as we know throughout the league, are in COVID protocol, and the league is experiencing such an epic breakout of COVID cases, but hopefully this next month and the Christmas break can help them get it under control. And I just hope that the Islanders can make it to their next game on December 23rd, where they host the Capitals at UBS Arena for a chance to redeem themselves. From WFUV Sports, I'm Samantha Bohrer.